Eh. safe. I think it's a one lung. I think. I'm gonna give him like an hour. It's been an hour and I'm still shaking. Oh man, I'm not sure about that hit. I didn't get it on footage, but man, I was fumbling. I had my arrow fall off the nock. I caught it with my release hand. I literally went to draw. No, actually, yeah. I caught it with my bow hand. I drew back, and as I was drawing, the arrow came off because it was such an angled shot. He was right beneath me, and I actually had the bow all the way back, and like raised my fingers up, and just like while I was still gripping the bow, like grabbed the arrow as it was about to hit him and like drop onto his forehead. And then I let the bow down, grabbed the arrow, and re-knocked it, went to go redraw, and that's when the doe saw me. And they ran off maybe 10 yards. It was still pretty heavy angle. Couldn't move the camera. Buck like that, I just decided the footage is the footage. It is what it is. I let the arrow go, and I hit right where I was aiming, right in the chest, right behind his front shoulder, his right shoulder. But it was higher than normal. It was kind of like in between the shoulder and the spine, you know. I almost thought I spined him. I think that's what that crack was. Either that or the crack was the other side hitting because the arrow just buried, but it didn't come out. I mean, he's a big body, so it's in him. So I gave him an hour and walked up to the car, just dropped my gear, and I don't know, let's see if we can get on some blood or something. I hope that arrow came out the other side of him. Get an exit wound, because if there's no exit, my goodness, with how high that arrow is, that's going to be a tough track job. So, I don't know. I mean, really hoping. That was an absolutely gorgeous buck. So, I'm going to get my coffee and take a walk. See if we can get on some blood. See you there. Okay, so change of plans. I went down to the tree stand, and after getting my coffee, I went back to the tree stand just because I had to see if I could find any blood near there. I know he went up and over this hill. I'm on top of the hill in the backyard, and I know he went over top, which is into the neighbors. So I didn't bring the camera, because I knew that I was gonna only have about maybe 50 yards of track before I had to stop and then go over and knock on the door for the neighbors. So that's what I did. I went down to the tree stand, tracked up about 40 or 50 yards, not a single drop of blood. I was just tracking his prints in the ground as he was running. Because he's a big-bodied deer. It's a dead giveaway which one it is. I mean, nothing looks like that, especially with the ground being so wet. It rained for the past 48 hours, so you can easily track his hoof prints. But that's not a good sign, right? No blood. So I knew it was a high hit. I don't think the arrow came out. So I don't know. I'm not feeling good about this. So I went over and knocked on the neighbor's door. Introduced me, no camos, took the camos off, introduced myself, let him know that, I harvested a deer today and unfortunately crossed the property line, and would it be okay if I just, jump over, grab it, and drag it over? I promised I wouldn't field dress it or anything on his property, and he said, yeah. It was the guy who was leaf blowing the whole time. And so I went back to the tree stand, grabbed my bow, I left it at the base of the tree, and walked back up the driveway, and now I'm on the other side here. I'm in the backyard. So we're gonna go through the fence here, and I'm gonna leave my bow. I got my bow with me just in case I see him bedded. I'll back out, and then I'll go knock on the neighbor's door again and ask if I could take a shot at him. But not the neighbor, of course, the deer. And we'll see. But man, I am not feeling good about this. No blood, no arrow on the neighbor's property. That's a triple whammy, man. All right, we'll see if the luck changes today. All right, through the pines. I'll just leave the bow here. Well, I don't see him. This is over the fence, obviously, on the property. This is all the neighbor's property on the backside, and then over here, that's the hill goes down like that. And so the deer came up, and I don't know, over here somewhere. Hopefully he's dead over here. I see something there. What is that? A rock. Darn. I was kind of hoping that would be the deer. Alright, well, out of respect for the neighbor, we'll be quiet here. I won't film too much, but let's find some blood, huh? Nothing. Gotta love these fall leaves. Everything looks red. Come on, just looking for antlers. I'm just looking for the antlers laying sideways. Please, come on. Let's see if I can find any blood. We're still not to where he crested the hill. We're not on his trail yet. It should be over here. But I'm looking at all these green leaves, you know, growing up, these baby oaks. Just hoping I can find a droplet of blood. I mean, come on, a single droplet, please. Alright, we should be getting on his potential track over here. I think this is, yeah, my tree stand. Somewhere like down in there. He came up this way. So we're gonna see if we can find anything on the ground. Shoot. This is gonna be tough. At a minimum, I'll see if I can get back on his tracks, like his hoof prints. I'm just looking for a belly or anything. This is not good. I can't believe I didn't put a good hit on this deer. I mean, it felt like it was good. Not a single drop of blood. It smells like a ruddy buck over here. I can smell something. It smells like a ruddy buck. think that's a deer. Wow. He's right there. Not a drop of blood. A bloodless track. All right. Wow. Still no blood. All right, let's do this. Let me get him off the neighbor's property, because I don't want to be videotaping on the neighbor's property. That's an insult. So let me drag him back. We're only, fence line's right there. We're only 40 yards in. Let me drag him back. We'll do this back there. Oh my gosh. I am so tired. Let's clean this off. Let's clean it off. Oh my gosh. That thing weighs an absolute ton. But isn't that a good sight? Well, here he is. Can you believe this deer? Look at the size of this buck. I mean, just an absolute trophy. It's the afternoon now. Heck, I gotta go get the kids soon. It took me all day. It took me 2 hours just to get this guy in the car. I tried over and over. I tried everything I could possibly get to get him up into the trunk. I couldn't deadlift him. He's well over 200 pounds. So I ended up having to drag him back out and then field dress him and then drag him back in again. Everything got covered in blood, unfortunately, and he's just ruddy, stinks. So everything got stinky. I had to take my boots off. I'm wearing shoes right now, street shoes. My boots are over across the yard. I can't even have them anywhere near the house. They smell so bad. So, I mean, yeah, he's full rut, this guy. So, this might be Daggers. This might be that deer I saw last year around the same time. I just saw him while I was on the ground walking. I got some footage of him, and he had just huge brow tines, and so I nicknamed that one Daggers. That might be this deer, and or might just be his lineage. Might be the same heritage or genetics. So, but an absolutely gorgeous 9-point. Shot was high on this over shoulder right here, but between the shoulder blade and the spine, just like I thought. Broadhead still in here. This leg's broken, so it took out both lungs and an artery across underneath the spine. I mean, he made it 70 yards, not a drop of blood until I got up to where he was, and then it was just everywhere. So it all just stayed in him, unfortunately. Tough track job, but we got it done, and truly got it done. I think I'm done for the year. It's November 3rd. I'm probably done. I mean, do you really think I'm going to find another deer bigger than this year? So I think I'm on doe patrol now. So probably my biggest buck. I think this is definitely, I got to measure him, but yeah, I would imagine he's my biggest buck. So we'll get the kids from school, get some photos. I'll get them hung up, and then tomorrow, because it's gonna be like 36 tonight, so tomorrow we'll cape them out, take the hour drive to the taxidermist, and drop them off, and hopefully in 10 or 12 months we'll have them back on the wall. So couldn't be happier. I mean, just an absolute beast of a deer, mature 4.5, maybe 5.5-year-old deer. I feel blessed. So thanks for hanging with me on one more of these crazy hunts, and until next time.